plaintiff, Yohama Mason, says the defendant was his sister's nurse, and he didn't like her when they first met because he thought she was nosy. However, they started dating. But Yohama claims the defendant's sexual appetite was greater than his, and he suspected she was cheating. Yohama is suing for unreturned property and emotional distress. Defendant Bonnie Sprouse says Yohama was mentally and physically abusive, and he not only stole her pain pills, but he also stabbed her tires. Bonnie claims she filed numerous police reports against Yohama, and she's countersuing for damaged property and emotional distress.
Start with you.
I met this young lady in about April. My sister, she was a nurse for my sister. My sister suffers from pancreatitis, and now she has cancer. Anyway, I met the young lady, and right away I didn't like her because she knew more about me than I knew about her. She told me where I was living, who I was living with, just about what I was paying.
You thought she was the feds?
No, I just thought she just was nosy. I don't do nosy people. Nosy for no reason.
You don't do what to nosy people?
I just don't like nosy people.
Oh.
Nosy for no reason? No.
Did you ask her where she learned so much about you?
No, I didn't give her the time. I told her, that's okay, I don't want to meet you. You seem like you know more about me than I know about you, so no, I don't want to meet you.
All right, you might want to know how she learned so much about you, because she might be the feds.
She might be.
Go ahead.
Anyway, the next day I came up there to visit my sister. My sister says, give Bonnie a chance. I said, okay, to please my sister, because I love my sister very, very much, and she's sick. I gave her a chance. You know?
Oh, you started dating her?
Yeah, I got to know her.
And start dating her?
Not that day.
I asked you what day. Did you start dating her?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Well, then that's why she did a check on you. She's supposed to. That's a good move. You don't know what you have in your past. So you all began dating.
We began dating.
And how did that work out?
Well, it didn't work out. Not for me.
Why?
Because all she wanted was sex. That's number one.
You couldn't stand up to it.
No, I like sex.
Too much for you.
Yeah, a little bit too much. Yeah, too much.
Told her she need a young man.
No, I'm a young man. I have no problem with that. But you have to think about that too.
No, I don't have to think about anything. Good for me. I'm still all right. Go ahead.
Well,
go ahead.
And I had to think too, well, if she liked it like that, who else was she liking it with? But I didn't find out how to tell her.
No, that's bad logic.
Yeah.
That's bad logic. The logic should be that she's only with you because she doesn't have anything left for other men. As opposed to she has such an appetite for your loving that she perhaps has an appetite for a lot of other men's loving. Who'd you have the appetite for?
For him.
See? Go ahead.
Anyway, I left there August 5th, 2014.
Left where?
Indiana.
Okay.
I went to Phoenix, Arizona, and I tried to get another life going, for myself.
Another life, different name?
No, same name.
Okay.
There's only one Yohama. It's a special name. At any rate, I called her a few times during a year, because I was there a year before I returned back to see my sister again. Every time I called her, someone was with her. Now, and they were having sex. I know 2 of the times they were. I can't be too correct on the third.
How do you know?
Because she was having a conversation with me and having sex with someone else.
How do you know she was having sex?
Because that's what they were doing. And it was loud enough for me to know.
You're talking crazy now. Let me talk to you, man.
Well, then
Give me
talk
some
to
background.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. I met Yohama Mason in 2000.
Unfortunately, say that part.
Unfortunately,
don't
I
forget
didn't
that.
do enough research because this man has mentally, physically, and emotionally abused me. I have police records. He stabbed my tires. He stole my pain pills, and I had to make a police report because they won't give you no more.
Right.
He stole them twice. He shows up at my job drunk. I didn't know he was a drunk.
Okay,
He
let's
drinks.
back up a little. You all began dating April of 14?
Yeah, that sounds about
All right, and you say he became abusive when?
After he drinks, he turns into a different person. I mean, any body I passed at work, I'm having sex with. So after he stabbed my tires and kept stealing my pain pills, I put him out. I had a concussion because
This is in August when he moved? You say you put him out.
He stabbed my tires in August, and he gave me a concussion in September.
How did you get the concussion?
He pushed me down because I wouldn't let. He came drunk to my house, and I would not let him in. And I made countless police reports. And
you have any of them here?
I do. This is my evidence and the stabbed tires.
Some of it. Was he ever arrested and charged and jailed?
No, I didn't want to put him in jail. I just want. When he was leaving.
How long had you all been together before he started?
Well, my husband died, and I met him. I needed somebody to help me move. He just lived with me 3 or 4 months.
All right, and that's the length of time you all dated?
That's it. He was so.
Hold on, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
Let me ask a little thing.
I'm sorry. I'm just
the
so.
The man beat you down.
Yes, he
gave
did.
you a concussion, stole from you.
All the time.
All the time.
He go in my purse. I have to hide.
Go in your purse.
Yes.
Mentally abuse you.
Yes.
Why didn't you want to prosecute?
Because I loved him.
No, you ain't love nobody in no 3 months.
I did.
You're infatuated with him. You ain't love nobody in no 3 months to let them do all this to you. If you'd have told me 3 years, I'd have went for it.
I didn't know he was a gigolo, and he was good at what he did, and I got caught up.
All right, so that's your background testimony. Tell me about this property you're suing her for.
I'm suing her for a moped, Your Honor, and mental abuse. This is for the moped.
What? Tell me what happened, sir.
Well, I was in Arizona, Your Honor, and she was trying to get into my storage.
Hold on. When you left town to go to Phoenix,
right,
you stored some things. That's what you're saying?
And she tried to get in there 2015, January, February, or March, and I have the papers for that.
Who told you that? Let me see that, please.
In the stores, the paperwork is here.
Who told you that she was trying to get in?
They did.
The storage facility?
Sir.
All
Yes,
right.
Sir.
Dinorce fall to enter, to either make a payment or try to get you to let her into this unit. She does not have access. Go ahead.
Okay, now, my sister witnessed all this. My sister was there because this young lady, Bonnie, called her and told her what was going on. Mm-hmm. This is a signed statement from her that she would get my property from my sister. Bonnie volunteered to put it in her storage until I came back from Arizona. When I got back and I was living with my sister, I called her up and I asked her where was my property. She said she sold it.
Okay. Ma'am, let me hear from you.
Your Honor, I bought the moped. I paid $1,200 for the moped, and he put it in
as a gift?
No, I bought it for me, but he was still in my car, so to let him ride. I let him register it, so the police
went. What, man?
He was still in my cars.
He was stealing your automobile?
Yes.
And so to keep him from continuing
to
steal your automobiles,
I bought me a moped and let him ride it. And
go ahead,
I paid the storage fees.
Did he have a key to the storage?
He put the moped in his storage, and he went off to Arizona and didn't pay for it. He abandoned it.
Okay.
And
why didn't you get a key for what you owned?
He had his sister over it. They wouldn't give it to me.
It's yours, though.
He wouldn't give me the keys.
All right. And how did it go from his storage unit, where his sister and he had control of it, to yours?
It went up for auction. Mm-hmm. The lady called me and said if I pay it off, I could get it.
How did she know to call you?
I paid it a couple of times, but I told her
you didn't pay it all because it wouldn't have went up for auction.
Yes, sir.
What other evidence do you have, sir?
First off, Your Honor, it wasn't her moped. It was mine. I have the title to it, and I have the bill of sale. And also the storages were mine, too. With my sister, the caretaker, her signature is right there.
Paid $1,435. Title in his name.
Here's my sister as a caretaker, sir. For the storage.
What other property, sir, are you
I have statements from the doctor, Your Honor, that I'm suffering from cirrhosis of the spine. It has something to do with pancreatic cancer.
What did she do, sir, to cause that?
I couldn't get back and forth to the hospital when I got back here in July.
Why?
Because I had to walk. It's like 5 to 6 miles from my home.
So because you couldn't go to the hospital, she owes you for your illness?
The appointments I had to meet.
Right.
Right.
Because something she did kept you from keeping your doctor's appointment.
No, I kept
Therefore, she's liable for your illness?
I kept the appointments because I walked.
We're going to move on.
Yes, sir.
All right. Ma'am, your counterclaim. How does he owe you for damaged
My
property?
discount tire, he stabbed my tires.
All right. When did he do that?
8/1.
All right. What were the circumstances there? What occurred to cause him to do that?
He got drunk, I wouldn't let him in, and he got mad and stabbed my tires.
All right. Sir?
No, she says I done this on the 22nd of August. I wasn't even here.
And did you go to the police and did the police
I have a police
investigate it?
statement right here stating that he stole somebody else's money, and on that 9 that he was in town.
Theft. September 2nd, though, ma'am.
But he's saying he's out of town. He didn't. Well, that's when he gave me the concussion.
Hold on.
9.
How long were you out of town? Let me catch him up.
A year.
A year.
Yeah.
Beginning when, sir?
I left August 5th.
All right, good enough. We got him already.
I left August 5th.
Sir, the police observed you on August 22nd when you say you were out of town.
I was out of
They
town.
reserved and spoke to you about carrying a gallon of alcohol.
Here's a police call from my
Ma'am,
house.
I'm not putting up with any more of this. I'm going to conclude you've committed perjury. So I'm dismissing your claim and I'm granting yours. Have a good day.
Thank you.
I have nothing to say to this young lady. I never did.
He's a user. He's a woman hater. He uses women. He used me. I fed you. I clothed you. I put you in a home. You're a user. Ladies, beware. Because you're going to pay. And when he get drunk, he going to tear up your mess. He going to stab your tires.
Well,
he going to cut your screen doors
may
out.
I speak, please? See,
He's a horrible person.
I didn't come here to mess over someone's demeanor or character. I don't do that. I don't have a hateful heart.